I'm learning. I'm improving. I noticed my faults from the last videos. I can see them clearly. I don't need any comments. I don't need any dislikes. I already teached myself. I'm able to correct myself. Every video I did on purpose. Every fault I did on purpose. Everything aligned to my growth mindset. I can live up to my own expectations. This is enough. This is more gratificating than your likes. It's more gratificating than your subscription. But still, you would ask, why do you make YouTube then? You stupid fool. You think you're so smart, right? Until now you didn't understand. I do it to affirmate myself. And in the same way, in the same breath, teaching you that you should affirmate yourself too. Live up to your own expectations too. Think for yourself too. Don't be dependent on likes too. Don't be dependent on subscriptions too, on comments, which doesn't matter at all. I know how good or bad my videos are, and therefore I want to grow even more. I want to canalize my effort even more. I gain even more motivation from looking back at all these days. I was dedicating myself to this task. Still, I'm here every day, sitting on my chair, even if I don't even know what to tell, even if I feel lost, feel like I'm on a plateau, I don't improve at all. I can't oversee it. The mission is too big. But I know, and I follow my law. I follow the law of my own discipline. By repetition. I follow my own principles that came into my mind out of logical conclusion. They were already in myself. I needed to search for them within meditation and boredom. Now I know. I got fooled. Now it's time that I fool others. Or is it? Actually, I don't even know anymore. I don't want to fool, but doing YouTube is, I feel like is only consisting out of fooling other people. Fooling other people into dependencies. Especially mental dependencies. As a kind of drug. I don't want to be a drug you can use to numb your pain. I want to do YouTube. I want to do videos that embrace your consciousness. That push you back into your real reality. Even though it hurts, even though it's painful. Again and again I say, growth lies within pain. Again and again, people will not take action. Again and again, people fall back into their old habits, old systems, old failure, old depressions. It's a fight every day. It's you against your bad self. It's you against all of your self-doubts. Is there a man outside that can live without self-doubts at all? Is there a man outside in this world who killed all of his self-doubts? Who gives a fuck about critiques? Who grows only within himself? Does a man like this even exist? I wanna be this man. And I want to grow into this kind of man. Day to day I push further. Day to day I want to get even deeper into my core. More and more I talk about my inner feelings, about the view on the world and what drives me and what drives other people, and more I seem to understand. The more and more I think and write about myth, enlightenment, truth, purpose, the more and more I seem to understand what lies behind the shine. I don't want to see any more of this shine, this unrealistic, superficial world inside the internet. It's makes me sick. I want a world with only myself in it. Isn't this allowed? An imaginary world I can live in and only live up to my own expectations, without the confirmation and without all of the validation. The videos that I'm doing are for people that have nothing in their life besides themselves. No friends, no school, no family. They are alone. A lone wolf. A wolf that owns nothing besides himself. My videos are for these kind of people. It's a hard, tough life. But many people live this life. And many people can't stand it. They are not patient enough. They cry. They give up. They numb their pain all day long because they can't stand their loneliness anymore. What if I say that loneliness is the essence of creativity? Your hate, your pain, even hate against yourself, is the biggest source of energy. Your lust that trying to breaks out of you and almost breaks your head, so much lust you have in yourself. Almost like an animal, this lust is your biggest source of energy. I learned how to restrain my will. This was the most important lesson. I learned from no YouTuber out there, no media, no product, just me and myself, contemplating. And most importantly, stop the contemplating, the constant carousal in your brain, the constant merry-go-round of depression thoughts. I can't stop it. I can prove myself better. Can you lean on these proofs? Can you lean on the time you went all out of your limits of yourself? Can you lean on that? If not, it's your time. If not, the time is long due. I speak to myself almost like a philosopher. This is what loneliness does to a man. More and more he tries to find the truth. The full truth he will never be able to find. More and more he tries to uncover himself. Almost like a puzzle. Every day he puts a little piece to the full picture, to finally grasp his whole persona. Every day I write a page within my book about my whole life. I want to uncover what lies covered under all of my weaknesses, under all of my failures. I want to look deep, deep into myself, deep, deep into yourself. What lies behind all the shine? Where is the darkness? The human darkness we have all within ourselves. Constantly denying it. Constantly denying. Not noticing that we all could use our negative energy. We can use the lust. We can use depression. We can use pain and loneliness. Not everybody is able to canalize it. But therefore I do these guides. But I can only do these guides because I'm within the situation too. This is why. I cannot have the knowledge without you. I cannot have the knowledge of unrestrained without being restricted myself. Did you ever heard of the infinite love for yourself? This is what makes you unbeatable. It's the belief for yourself. Did you ever heard of the unbeatable? It's the belief for yourself. It's not like you can gain an infinite love for yourself just out of nowhere. More and more you have to engage in yourself, uncovering the parts of yourself. If you're recognizing the business models, if you're recognizing the shine, if you got enlightened, you can enlighten yourself with this tool too. It's not only about uncovering business models, it's also uncovering the bad influences to which you were subordinate yourself to. You listen to advices. You listen to someone else's orders. You ask for confirmation. You ask for permission. This is another act of subordinating. This is another act of denying yourself, which in itself gives you more and more bad feelings. We are the caged tiger. The more and more we cage ourselves within our brain, and the unhappier we are getting. First we have to change our brain, and then we have to change our environment, because the environment follows our brain. The people are following your brain. If only you were willing to concentrate on your purpose and trying and begin to start training your willpower. Begin starting to train your skill of influence, your skill of influencing people, making other people crave for what you create. Because the things you say, only a minority is able to actually tell. It's nothing someone else would want to hear. But loneliness is something nobody wants to feel. And even though we have to undergo these circumstances, we have to undergo this feeling at some point of our life. We have to undergo this feeling until it doesn't matter to us anymore. Until we can break through this feeling, we can live with this feeling. Because loneliness in itself is just only time with yourself. You're spending time with yourself, and that's why you're hating loneliness. That's why you're hating it, because you hate yourself. You don't want to spend time with yourself. This is why you grab your fucking phone every 10 seconds. Because you can't even stand yourself for a couple of minutes. You can't even stand yourself for a couple of seconds. Do you have dreams? Do you have dreams in the night? Try to analyze them. You will find this truth within your dreams. Your dreams are only about other people. You are never in focus. You have yourself never in focus. You always have popularities, celebrities, kings and leaders in focus. This is why you can't stand yourself. You aren't one of them. That's why you don't want to look too close at yourself. This makes you feel uncomfortable. You hate the feeling of uncomfortableness. Therefore we spend the time alone. Therefore we spend the time at dark times, lonely times, times without help from others, to withstand, to break through, fight through, and eventually grow out of our fear of pain. Our fear, we have the constant fear of pain. Where pain, if we actually think about it, where pain isn't the only thing that can bring us further. Think of it. Fitness. Think of it. Science. Do you believe all of human evolution was created, was like building up without having pain integrated everywhere? The whole evolutionary process just consisted out of pain, out of the will for power, out of the strong will to survive. Therefore, all of these animals, they needed sharp claws. They needed a sharp eye and sharp ears. Do you think their sharp claws were created out of something else besides pain? Influencing other people is the next evolution. In Germany, the book How to Influence People was renamed to How to Win Friends. Telling someone else that the world consists out of influence wouldn't take so much consideration. They wouldn't believe you. They have a good assumption for this world. They believe in a good will. They believe in good faith. And therefore they suffer. They suffer. They lack energy. Where? What energy? Why? What kind of energy they lack? The energy you can only gain through pain. Because in pain lies a need. In pain lies a really important need. You know it, right? The need to stop the pain. Who wants to experience pain all day long? Do you think I'm doing all of these videos? I'm putting in all of this effort because I like pain? Yeah, I got accustomed with pain. But no, I don't want to feel pain my life long. Pain is my motivation. It isn't my purpose. Pain is not the purpose. Pain is just the source. But at some point of my life, I hope so, I really hope so, there will be no pain left. But I also know that the day where all of my pain is left, where everything is fulfilled, where everything worked out, where every system has connected eventually, I have no power anymore to create. This is the truth about creations. All of the success of human race come from one source, feed from one unified source. And this is pain and the need to get out of the pain. And if you live your life next to pain, in the direct circumstance, in the near of this pain, you are growing even further. The more you are approaching your inner painful core, your depression feelings, your loneliness, all of your doubts, if you are approaching them more and more, you're living right next to the source of what makes a human successful. The need for more, the need for better, the need for faster and stronger and bigger. It does not take more than that. And you will not find this somewhere else, not outside, in the outside world. You can find the true source, the perfect source of creativity, force, motivation, will, only within yourself. That's why all of consumption, all of media consumption is unnecessary. It needs to be vanished from your daily routine. It needs to be vanished immediately. Always push for pain. Peace, bro.